everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today in The Sims 4 we are making a cottage build, and this is actually for one of my not so berry teenagers. His name is Barry. So the whole thought process was I would build a barn for him because it's in his name and he would live the farm life. But yeah, this is like my second, I guess you could say, attempt at this. Um, I don't know, probably multiple attempts, but my first serious attempt took me 2 hours. And then I was like, yeah, this is so ugly. This is so bad. I was going for like a cottage slash ranchy vibe. It was mostly, I want to say it was mostly ranchy, I guess, because I used like a lot of the horse ranch stuff because the classic red barn was supposed to be the vibes because his name was Barn. But yeah, this cottage is not so barn. It's not giving barn at all, actually. In my head, I was like, oh, he's gonna have a horse. So I did make a little horse shed type of thing, I guess, or barn, you wanna call it, in the corner. And then I was like, yeah, never mind. I don't think he's gonna have a horse. Just because I was going for a classic red barn. And I thought like the horse ranch stuff gave off that vibes because of the doors. Like the door was perfect. So I was like, oh, he can have a horse. But it just didn't work out that way. I don't know why. I guess because like maybe I was going for red and black. And yeah, and then I was like, I'm pretty sure I did something like this kind of before. I don't know if it was like a horse though. I don't know if a horse was included, but it was red, and I don't know if it had a barn though. I don't know. I just remember a red cottage type of thing that I built. It was nice, not my favorite. So then I was like, I definitely want to build this again. This is totally different vibes because it's red in a light color, not red in a dark color. So, yeah. So unfortunately, I don't know. I kind of want to think like this obviously doesn't have to be for him. I build a lot of things that I never use, so I could possibly attempt to build another home for him that maybe gives off barn vibes. I didn't really want to build his home in Chestnut Ridge. I don't know. I thought he would be better off in Hifford on Bagley, so I definitely want to stick to that if I end up building him a home in the future. Obviously, he doesn't need one right now because he just aged up. But yeah, anyways, I gave him one animal shed, so either a cow or a llama. There's also chickens. I was thinking that maybe he could adopt some goats and sheeps. And yeah, he has a little gardening plot area, and he has some bees. We have a flower arranging table, we have a grill and a picnic table outside, and that's pretty much it. And then in the upstairs area, actually, we have a total of 3 bedrooms. We have 2.5 bathrooms. A half bathroom is just like a toilet and a sink. And I feel like, especially with the bay or the fake dorm windows, I guess, dormers. It's kind of weird. It always makes the bedrooms a little weird. So personally for me, I cut them out. Like they were not a part of the rooms except for the nursery. That is the only bay window that is actually something. Actually, no, the one in the hallway is actually something as well. It's like a little closet because I was thinking he could have like a pet cat as well. So that's like a little closet with the litter box in. And yeah, so upstairs we have the nursery, and then we also have a room for a child or a teenager. Um, Very simple. I furnished it very simply. I don't think it was like that cluttered up, at least upstairs. And then when you walk in, there's like a little entryway. There's a door to the half bathroom. And then if you walk in some more, we have the living room area. I put a computer. And then like around the corner, we have like the dining table. And then if you go to the right some more, I guess, is the kitchen. And yeah, downstairs we have the main bedroom, obviously, the ensuite, and then we also have an office space, which I guess isn't really an office space. It's more of a activity room, I guess, because I did not put a desk in there. The desk is actually in the living room. So in the office, not the office space, the activity space, I put pottery because I thought that was cool. I don't think I actually ever put pottery in an actual home build of mine yet, so I guess this is the perfect moment. And I also put like a chess table and some books, I think. But first I decided to work on the kitchen. I think I settled on the country kitchen kit counters. Um, I was not really happy with the cabinet choices, I guess, because the thing with the cabinet pieces for cottage living and country living is they have accent colors. So like there's the blue on this one, and then for the country kit one, I think it was like purple. And then the light wood one was like a peachy color, and obviously that was not really the color scheme we were going for. I think we were going for like accents of red. And I will admit, this is like not my favorite thing I have ever built. I don't think it's that good. I like it. I think it's decent, but it's like not my favorite thing. Like it's not on the top of my list, I guess you could say. So yeah. I gave him a mixer, I believe. He only has one counter to cook on, or two, I guess, including the island piece. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I like explained every single thing about this build. I basically told you everything, all the rooms. Um, but yeah, I obviously used the new kitchen clutter kit in here. I thought that was very fun. They don't have a pantry, but they do have some shelves above the stove. And yeah, like the struggles with my build before this, again, it took 2 hours. And that bothers me because that was like 2 hours just wasted because it's not going to be posted. Like I scrapped it. I don't know. I felt like I maybe was struggling with space. Um, I don't know, like maybe I felt a little burnt out. Maybe that was the reason. I should have maybe given it another shot, but I didn't. So that kind of sucks. Also, there is a new bug in the game which I'm so mad about. So basically, if you go to high school years with your teenagers, it doesn't actually show how it used to, kind of like how the active work careers work. You would have like a bunch of tasks and it would flip through obviously. So that doesn't happen. It just shows up like it's a holiday. Actually, I don't even know because when I did it in my ABC Legacy Challenge, I already had a holiday going on. I think it was like rebate day. So it didn't pop up anything for me. Like nothing was popped up except for the rebate holiday thingy in the top left corner. But I guess for other people, like it's showing up as a holiday and I don't know. I completed it, which is fine. So I guess it works, but it's just weird that you don't have those little tasks. In which, again, I guess it's not that big of a deal, but it is kind of annoying, especially if there's like certain tasks you're supposed to do. Because when you first get there, sometimes it's like work out, study for exams, or something like that. So I don't know, it's weird that they broke it. Apparently they fixed the issue last episode. Not last episode, last patch. Oh my gosh. Um where basically if you took two sims, one of the sims wouldn't have the activity things. Apparently they fixed that, but now it's just not showing anything. It only shows as a holiday, which is crazy. So I'm wondering if they're going to fix that pretty soon. I just I love this game so much. I do, I really do. Um, Hopefully they actually fix this problem in the next patch, but it's just like, I don't know, like, I say this all the time. I'm not gonna say it this time. I'm not going to say it, but you guys know what I want. It just sucks. Like, there's so many packs, there's so many bugs. I just wish it wasn't, I just wish it didn't have to be like this, basically. Um, because it's just getting out of hand, in my opinion. Also, speaking of the old build that I did, it took me like two different times. So like I think I worked on it at nighttime and then I came back, my terrain paint was gone. My terrain paint was gone. It wasn't that big of a deal because it was just like the pathway. I really didn't get that far into it, I don't think. I probably like finished up the kitchen in the living room and that's pretty much it. And I was like, yeah, I don't think I want to do this anymore. Um, Obviously the exterior too. Not like all of it, like not the landscaping, not the what is the side yard gonna look like, none of that. But yeah, my terrain paint deleted, and I feel like I only experienced this in Hitford on Bagley. Like, I don't think I ever came back to one of my builds and the terrain paint go missing. Okay, maybe I have. Maybe I have. Probably in Willow Creek. but not like all the time. Like I feel like it's so rare anywhere else, but I feel like I experienced it in Hinford on Bagley multiple times. Granted, I feel like I probably don't build here. Maybe I actually do build here a lot, but probably not like big builds where it's going to take me more than one time, you know, like where I have to close the game and reopen. Like I don't think I usually build things that are that big. So yeah, but we have a little typewriter in here, so that's cute. I also gave them a TV. They have an ottoman next to the front door, all that simple stuff. And yeah, I think I probably cluttered up the kitchen pretty quickly. Also, I want to say, like, little Simsy is doing a fundraiser for St. Jude. She does it for the full month. She streams every single day, which I think is amazing. Obviously, I'm assuming if you're watching this, you probably already know, but just in case you don't, I thought I would mention it, and I'll leave her Tiltify page down below. Um, I haven't been, like, able to, like, catch her streams as they happen, like, not live, so I, like, watch them when I have the time, like, after. So yeah, I just watched one. I think she was finishing up her new build for, like, the new kids, and then she actually started on a red build, a very red build. Actually, and I don't know if I should say this, but, like, I don't know, it's just, like, I don't know, it kinda, like, made me I don't know, it was just I guess it kind of weirded me out because I guess someone was like, "Oh, you didn't read my donation in her chat," and I'm like, no offense, but, like, there is obviously a lot happening right now, like, a lot going on. I think in that video she reached 100K. I know she's, like, at 300K right now. Well, probably more. When you're watching this, it's probably more. I'm just speaking now when I'm making this video. And, like, I don't know, it just kinda, like, I don't know, it weirded me out that they said that because it's like, you know, this is for the kids, obviously, like, it's for a good cause, like, I don't think you should donate and expect her, I guess, to read every single donation because there's a lot of donations being made, and I feel like, you know, obviously she's one person, it's hard to, like, read each one. But yeah, I don't know, like, it just, like, obviously makes her feel bad because she's trying her best, and it's, like, so obvious that she's trying her best to read every single one she gets, but yeah, it's just, like, I don't think that's helpful at all. I don't think you should do that, like, to people and be like, "Oh my gosh, you didn't read this, you didn't read that," and it's, like, she's only one person, like, she can only do so much, and yeah, basically, I think we're done with the living room. Now we're moving on to the half bathroom. Um, yeah, I don't know. I guess it just like I guess that just kind of made me sick. Like I'm judging them. I'm definitely judging them. Or maybe not. I don't know them personally. Maybe I don't know. Maybe they didn't mean it to sound so like it didn't sound like a mean comment, but I guess it's just like are you only donating so she can read your name or whatever? I don't know. I guess that's the part that kind of like weirded me out. But yeah. Anyways, I get a chandelier here, which is nice. I don't oh, I guess I did finish the bathroom downstairs. Now we're working on the main bedroom. It's not my favorite main bedroom in the world, honestly. I think it's pretty simple. I don't think the colors are all that good. I don't know. I feel like it's a weird shape and I didn't know what to do with it, and then I felt like maybe I don't even know. Like I felt like maybe at the end it felt a little too white. If I'm being honest, cuz I used like the white chairs that I used in the living room. I think I ended up changing it after I recorded just the chair color, and then I also added in a burglar alarm because I always forget the burglar alarms, which is bad and terrible, but I tried my best. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but there is a nursery, for 2 infants. I know, right? Crazy. I probably should add in a bassinet as well. I think that would be nice because if my sim actually does live here, I don't want them to have a baby and then the bassinet just randomly spawns in a weird location. I think that would be awful. Um, but yeah. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know what to say at this point. I'm surprised. Oh my goodness. I start school on Wednesday. Um, not this past Wednesday that you're watching this or the upcoming Wednesday. I don't even know my schedule, but I start school. It starts at 8 a.m. It's every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. And I'm not looking forward to that. I don't want to wake up that early. I'll probably wake up, I want to say 7:30. So that gives me like 30 minutes to get ready, to like brush my teeth, wash my face, grab breakfast, and I usually watch something with breakfast. And then to turn on my PC and log in and everything. And it's like, is that going to be enough time? Like I just how am I supposed to function that early? And also it's 2 hours. It's a 2-hour class, and that's the part that gets me. I'm like, "Oh my gosh. Are you serious? 2 hours? Like, what could we possibly be needing 2 hours for?" Like, I don't want to. Anyways, it's gonna be fine. It'll be fine. It's okay. But now we're working on the activity room. I put the pottery wheel in here as well as the kiln, obviously, so you can glaze it. And a chess table. I think I also put like an easel, and that should be it. At first, I tried to put like a woodworking table, but I don't think that worked out as well. Um, but yeah, we just have 8 more minutes of this recording. I'm just counting down the minutes. But hopefully the classes aren't that bad. I have 3 classes this time. Last semester I only had 2 classes at a time, but it's fine. It'll be okay, hopefully. Um, and yeah, I don't really know. I feel like I actually haven't played with pottery at all. Like, I'm being so serious. It's just like I have so many challenges going on. And yeah, I just haven't been, playing pottery or doing pottery at all, which kind of sucks. And I mentioned this before in my Sims and Bloom challenge. My founder, she knits, she fabricates, make candles and all that stuff. And obviously, I did make a small business with her, but I can't really do it effectively because to mentor Sim to knit, it doesn't work while the class is going. So I can't do that. So I have to cheat it. Um, and then for the fabricating thing that I'm also doing, that I also wanted to do with her, I can't do it because the main thing is to lecture about fabrication, and it says to lecture about rocket science, even though I'm holding a fabrication class, and she can't lecture on rocket science anyways because she's not at that level. And it's so annoying. It bothers me so much, and I wish they would fix it. Um, and I'm pretty sure this is also a bug, where if you write music, you have to like do it. Like, I guess if you leave the lot or something, it starts over, and that's kind of concerning for me because for my short legacy challenge, my heir is into music. She's gonna write music, and I'm like, are you telling me I can't leave the lot until she finishes it? Like, that is so annoying. I'm sure it happens with books as well, I think. But I feel like with books, it's not that big of a deal because I don't know. I feel like a book is quicker where making music takes literally forever. Literally forever. And I'm sure that's a bug. So I don't know. I feel like it's been a bug for a while, so hopefully that gets fixed. I will say my sim is not at her skill level yet to even write music yet, so it's not that big of a deal yet, but eventually I'm gonna get there, so hopefully it gets fixed. But now we're working on the child slash teenager's room. I only put Blarfy in here, I think, and that's probably it. Um, so yeah, they're kind of in the middle of childhood and teenage years, I guess. Yeah, but I made this one using horse ranch, I guess. Horse ranch rug, horse ranch bed, and horse ranch side table. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. I got Amira, I got Blarfy, I think I got a scouting board, and that is probably it. So yeah, it's very simple. And then we probably should be moving on to the bedroom. Not the bedrooms, the bathrooms. I saved the bathrooms for last in the inside. Um, but yeah. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. Also, the hallway has a family bulletin board. another thermostat in case you lose the other one, and I also put a collage of photos. I'm so sorry I can't speak. It's very bad, but this is the closet with the litter box, and I just put like some crates in there. It's pretty simple. I did have to go check on dinner. Everything is fine. It's actually pretty done. But there's 4 minutes into the video, and now we're working on the bathroom, and then we should work on the outside and a little bit of the landscaping. This does remind me, I don't think I put terrain paint everywhere. I guess I can do that in a second. But yeah, as I was cooking, I was, online looking at stuff, and now I'm very anxious. I'm not going to talk about what I saw. I'm trying to just hope that it's not true and that this is just false information because, they are trying to defend themselves, I guess. Um, but yeah. Anyways, I don't know. I think the floor plan up here though is kind of nice. Better than expected just because I closed off those spaces. But yeah, I think we have to do the ensuite now. That's no fun, but it's pretty simple. It's a simple bathroom, not too much. This is probably the only room that has hand towels and soap and toothbrushes now that I think about it. Cause the bathrooms are just so boring. They're so small, like they're no fun. So it's just like, let me get rid of it. Let me get it over with. But yeah, at first I was gonna have a llama and a cow, I guess, like 2 animal sheds for each. But then I was like, I don't really want to. It's taking up too much space. So we just have the animal shed and then like the chicken coop. I put the little crop thingies from Cottage Living. I put the bee boxes. I put the flower arranging table. And I'm pretty sure I told you all of that at the beginning when I was explaining the full build. So I can't really talk about the build anymore, can I? But yeah, I used the planter boxes from Cottage Living and it has purple, red, and a light blue color on it. So that's what I kind of did for the landscaping. The landscaping isn't that big, I promise you. There's literally landscaping like to shape the pathway of the side yard. That's it. And then like there's bushes on the side of the fence, like not the side, but like on the inside of the fence area. There's bushes going around. And then the rest are just trees and that's pretty much it. The landscaping pretty simple. It didn't take me that long to work on it, I guess. But yeah, I have some of these purple hydrangeas and then we have these beautiful flowers, which I think is pretty cute. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try a second attempt at the barn, like the classic barn house again, because I don't know, like I think when I try to build these houses for my heir's siblings sometimes, I'm thinking about, oh, if they have children, they should have a bedroom for a child at least for when they grow up or something. And then I think that's the part that gets me because I don't know, like I was kind of thinking of like one idea where it's like a classic barn, but maybe there's a lofted space where the bedroom is, but then it's like I guess it's just in my head I'm like, how can I fit kids in this space? Um but yeah. This is where the chicken coop is. I anytime I have chickens, I never take care of them. Or no, I take care of them. I feed them, I clean their coop, I collect the eggs, but I don't speak to them at all. I don't know. I guess it's just because like the luck of having a good interaction with them is the case cuz it's not always going to be like a good interaction. So I guess that's kind of why I barely speak to them. If I'm being honest. But then I went into live edit mode for the cottage living landscaping. So that was good. I used all of their beautiful trees, which was nice, and I got the rest of the planter boxes, I guess. I guess the trees were like the very last thing that I did, but the video is over, so I'm gonna jump into the game and give you guys a tour. So here is the cottage. So we have a mailbox here when we first walk in. This is the entryway. So we have an ottoman, the burglar alarm, and then this is just the entry table. Through this first door is the half bathroom. Pretty simple. And then if you walk over some more, this is the living room area. So they have a nice TV. We have a little desk space with a litter box for the cat. We have a cat tree, some books. All the just nice stuff. And then this is the dining room space. It's pretty small, but it's good. And then we have the kitchen space. So I think the kitchen looks pretty nice. We have this little grocery bag so you can order food. And then through this door is like the activity room. So we have pottery, we have chess, we have an easel, and we also have some books, and we also have the kiln. Then through this door is the main bedroom. Again, it's pretty simple. They have a bonsai tree, a dresser, and a few chairs. And then this is their ensuite bathroom. And then when we go upstairs, we have some photos on the wall. We have a thermostat and the family bulletin board. This is the little closet for the cat. And then this is the upstairs bathroom. And then this could be the child slash teen's bedroom. And then this is the little nursery that we have. So yeah, I think this is pretty cute. It's pretty simple. We have a changing table, and that is the inside. If we go outdoors, we have a picnic table. We also have this grill. We have a bee box. We have the garden patches, flower arrangement, and the chickens, and then the animal shed. So yeah, that is pretty much it for this build. And if you want to download it, it will be on my gallery at simsdeelicious. But if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I love you. You are important, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye!